Rex was a German shepherd. He was only 3 years old. He had escaped from a bad home where he was hurt. For 6 months, Rex lived on the streets of Phoenix, Arizona. He was dirty, thin, and scared. He avoided people and animal control officers. He just wanted to survive. One hot evening, Rex was searching for food behind a restaurant. He smelled something and walked into a dark alley. There, he saw a man sitting near a dumpster. He looked poor, tired, and kind. His name was Bill Harrison. He was 58, a military veteran, and now homeless. He had lost his job, his home, and lived on the streets for 2 years. When Rex came closer, Bill didn't yell or throw anything. He just smiled and said softly, "Hey there, you look about as hungry as I feel." Bill had only half a gas station sandwich. That was his only meal that day. But he broke it in half and gave part to Rex. Rex didn't know how to trust people, but Bill's voice was calm and kind. The dog slowly took the food and ate it. Bill smiled and whispered, "Everyone deserves kindness, even when the world forgets about us." That moment changed Rex's life. From that day, Rex visited that alley again and again, hoping to see Bill. Sometimes Bill was there, sometimes not. But whenever they met, Bill shared his food, no matter how little he had. One night, Bill told Rex, "You remind me of my old dog, Sergeant. He saved my life in the army." Rex listened. He didn't speak, but he stayed close. He protected Bill when strangers came near. He watched over him while he slept. They had no home. But together they felt safe. They had become a small family. Then one day, everything changed. Bill told Rex, "I got into a work program in Flagstaff. It's 120 miles away. I'll be gone for 6 weeks. But I'll come back for you." I promise Rex didn't understand all the words, but he felt the sadness in Bill's voice. The next morning, Bill boarded a bus. Rex followed him to the station and watched through the window. "Stay, Rex," Bill said with tears in his eyes. "I'll come back for you." As the bus drove away, Rex ran beside it until he couldn't run anymore. He waited at the station for 3 days, but Bill didn't return. Rex didn't give up. He searched all over Phoenix. He went to the places where they had shared food. He waited in the alley, but Bill was gone. Then Rex made a decision. He would find Bill, no matter what. He began walking north, toward the mountains where the bus had gone. Rex's journey was long and dangerous. He walked through cities, deserts, forests, and highways. He traveled mostly at night to avoid the heat. He crossed roads, hid from animal control, and escaped wild animals. He was hungry and thirsty. But he didn't stop. He walked over 100 miles. People saw him and offered help, but Rex didn't stay. He had only one goal: find Bill. After weeks of walking, Rex finally reached Flagstaff. The air was cooler. There were more trees and hills. He was weak, thin, and tired, but his eyes still burned with hope. For 5 days, Rex searched every corner of the city. He looked at every face. He waited near shelters, work centers, and food areas. Then, on the 6th day, he smelled something familiar. He followed the scent to a work program building. Rex sat across the street and waited. That evening, a group of men walked out, and then he saw him, Bill. He looked different. He was cleaner, but Rex knew it was him. Rex barked and ran toward him. Bill turned, confused. Then he saw Rex and fell to his knees. "Rex!" He hugged the dog tightly as tears fell down his face. "How did you get here? What happened to you?" Rex wagged his tail, his whole body shaking with joy and exhaustion. People nearby watched in shock. "This dog walked 120 miles to find him," one man whispered. They couldn't believe it. But soon, joy turned into heartbreak. Bill realized he had a problem. The work program didn't allow pets. If he kept Rex, he would lose his job, housing, and chance at a better life. If he gave up Rex, he would break his best friend's heart. "I can't keep you here, buddy," Bill said, crying. "If I leave the program, we'll both be back on the street." Rex leaned on him, not understanding. He had walked 120 miles to be with him. Everyone nearby felt the pain of the moment. Then something amazing happened. A social worker named Sarah Chen shared the story on social media. Within hours, thousands of people saw it. A kind woman named Margaret Thompson, a retired teacher with a ranch, saw the post. She had a guest house and a big heart. She told Bill, "Come live on my ranch. You and Rex can stay there for free if you help me take care of the animals." Bill was speechless. Now he could keep his job, have a home, and stay with Rex. Rex got medical help and healed quickly. He was safe, strong, and happy again. The ranch became their new home. Bill worked with purpose. Rex ran freely in the fields. They were no longer broken. They were whole again. But Rex's journey didn't just help him and Bill. It inspired a movement. Margaret's ranch turned into a shelter for other homeless veterans and their pets. It became known as Rex Ranch. Later, they started the Rex Foundation, helping hundreds of veterans across the country keep their beloved animals. 2 years later, the city of Flagstaff celebrated Rex Day. Bill and Rex stood before a large crowd. Bill said, "This dog walked 120 miles not just to find me, but to remind me that I was worth loving. He didn't just find me, he saved me." If Rex's story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Amazing Paws Stories.